The problem is the man's environment. The expectations that are placed on a man to function in society today, it's pathetic. A young man's got to sit in schools across the world 8 hours a day. He's not farming. He's not planting. He's not growing. He's not harvesting. He knows nothing about the Word of God. He doesn't know why he's here. He's not being taught how to fix anything, how to solve problems, unless it's on a piece of paper. Okay? He's not taught how to use his ingenuity, how to use creativity. He's not being taught how to engineer solutions that make life less complicated, less dangerous, less expensive, less stressful. Okay? If he reads books, the only books he gets are the ones that fit the curriculum, and it's not what he's interested in. If he learns history, he's only taught one side of history. He's only given what is approved by the asshats who get paid to decide what you're going to learn, what you will be measured by, how you will be tested. And all of that is done to make a good worker. That's it. To make you a good worker, man. Nothing else matters, okay? You're not a shepherd. You're not out there taking care of animals. You're not killing your own food. You're not learning how to fight predators. You're not learning how to build a house that you could live in with minimal tools or a temporary shelter, how to live in the woods for a few days, how to work on anything, a generator or power something, how to get running water. You know, all that is less important. That's far less important than you sitting in class and learning about the Big Bang Theory, all right? It's less important than football practice, than the homecoming dance, than the school fundraiser, than the talent show, you know, and all the shit you learn in school that you have yet to apply this day to anything in your life. You know, you got up and you said the Pledge of Allegiance to a God, but you didn't know that what God it was. The bell rang. You took your seat. You went to your locker. The bell rang. You took your test. You took your quiz. You went and did sports. You learned history. You went to gym. You went to English. You became a good rule follower. Don't be late. Don't ask any questions. Turning the other cheek is one thing, but now the boy must be indoctrinated and told about his origin, his meaningless existence, his evolutionary process to a higher consciousness. He's got to deal with his classmates' brains receiving all that trash, carrying books around that make him dumb, books that tell you in history all the good guys won every time, and the teachers are just confusing the shit out of them. They don't know if they're boys or girls. They don't know which bathroom to use. They got former porn stars and drag queens reading to our children, but don't you damn dare step foot in this building with the gospel. We can have the law. We're fine with the 10 Commandments being put up on the wall. We can have the rules upon rules. Wash your hands before you eat. But the gospel? No. None of y'all are going to learn about that, okay? Instead, we're going to use these giant textbooks, okay? And keep in mind, one of the publishers for these textbooks was owned by Ghislaine Maxwell's father. That's the textbooks, all right? We can have that, but we can't have the gospel. And so this boy, all these men, it's girls too, they got to deal with all that. And even worse, they got to deal with stupid parents who don't have the gospel. Tell their child they expect good grades, good behavior, a good report card. You're going to be a good worker someday. You know, what the is that preparing you for? It's the atheist workforce. You know, now you're ready when you graduate, okay? You're going to be judged by what you know. Who you know, how you dress, how you smell, what you look like, what you drive, where you live, how much you make, how many friends you got. Did you get laid recently? Do you party? Are you going places? Man, that's all school was. There ain't no life skills. You didn't learn how to cook. You didn't learn how to fix nothing. You didn't learn how to solve problems. All you learned is that you can't go against the system. You can get a job. You can make money. You can use that money to pay for food, pay for people with skills to fix stuff, pay a therapist for their time, pay a doctor for his drugs, pay a mechanic to fix your car. All this stuff you could have learned as a kid, but you were too busy trying to solve for X and Y. You were too busy learning about the Cro-Magnon man and the Neanderthals, okay? You were too busy being taught how horrible your homeland is, not to be strong, but to be full of hatred, resentment, that you're a victim, that race is still a huge problem. We still haven't got past that. Okay? School is never about solving problems. This life is not about solving problems, okay? If you have no customer, you have no business. You need a problem, you need a reaction, and you need something to treat the symptoms, but never, never do you need a solution, okay? That's the giant spider web that we are in.